Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to be talking about tattoo stories. Don't forget to stay tuned to the very end for our pounds and inches update.
All right, so in tattoo stories, this is kind of like every party game you've ever played, like mashed into one mega party game. So if you're familiar with and you enjoy games like, let's say, Apples to Apples, Snake Oil, Pictionary, things like that, stay tuned and I will show you what it looks like. All right, so in tattoo stories, we are all going to take turns going around the table being a customer who's looking to get a tattoo. But what's that tattoo going to look like? The cards are going to tell us. So you're going to draw 10 cards out of this box, and out of those 10, you're going to choose 5. And those are going to be kind of ingredients, let's say, of what you want your tattoo to look like. So let's say we drew pirate stuff, a superhero logo, the moon, a mustache, and a clock. So everyone else around the table needs to create a tattoo for you using those elements. They don't necessarily have to use all the elements, but the more elements they use, the more likely they are to get some points. Alright, so using this dry erase board, everyone has their own. What you're going to do is you're going to draw out your tattoo. The trick is, just like a tattoo, you cannot erase anything. Once it's in the board, it's permanent. Everyone's going to have about 3 minutes to make their drawing, and then after that, they are going to present their tattoo to you, and they're going to have to tell you why they incorporated certain elements, how they incorporated certain elements, why it might be meaningful to you, just using as much comedy as possible. You might be able to play out some inside jokes that you have with one another. There's really kind of endless opportunity here to draw whatever you want using these elements. You are able to ask questions during that 3 minutes while you're drawing. What is your favorite kind of mustache or whatever? So you can kind of use those elements. So basically you have that time to kind of get to know someone a little bit better, or I don't know, who's someone's favorite superhero logo, and then you can try to mimic that. So no, I am not an artist, so don't judge me. But this is my concept for your tattoo using those elements. Obviously, this whole thing takes place on the moon. Here's our superhero. He is befriended the alligator, or the crocodile from Peter Pan, and he is sending this space crocodile off to the flying pirate ship containing Captain Hook. So there's our moon, there's our superhero logo. He's obviously got a really sweet mustache. Our clock is inside the crocodile, and Captain Hook is our pirate stuff. So everyone else is going to have similar drawings. They're going to have used those elements in whatever way they want. And now, as the customer, your job is to distribute these cards as points. Who do you think did the best job of including a clock into their work? They would get that point. And maybe my mustache was clearly the best, so I get that point. And you know what? My pirate stuff was fantastic too, so I might get 2 points. So people are going to get 0 points, 1 point, 2 points. You can award all 5 to the same person if you think theirs was truly the best. So you're going to award those points, and then everyone's going to get a chance to be that customer and to make those tattoos. At the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins the game.
So this game is just funny. It's just funny. So what people draw on their board and how they pitch it to you and why they think that you should choose their tattoo over other people's tattoos, it's just absolutely hilarious. And then just seeing how what's really weird is sometimes people draw very similar tattoos.
Yeah.
So it's just weird to think how the brain works, that you gather all these things together and you draw basically the same thing. And it's just really funny.
Yeah, I like how you don't necessarily have to be a good artist. I know people who are probably going to have a lot of fun with this game too, kind of using that creative side of their brain. But if you are not someone who's good at just drawing or sketching and any of that kind of thing, you can still have a really fun time playing this game because it's all about selling your tattoo. You're not just necessarily drawing it, but you're also selling it. You're saying, oh, well, this has this element because of that one time you and I went to that one concert, or whatever it is. And you're using these crazy sales pitches to get someone to want to put these wild tattoos on their body, and that is just, like you said, it's just hilarious.
I think this is a good way to start a game night because it kind of just opens everybody up and gives people more relax, or to end a game night because it is so funny. I think it's good on both ends of that, to open everybody up or to close it in on a good note. So I just think it's really great for that.
Yeah, we are not necessarily, what I would call party gamers. But you know what? Every time we have played this, it has been a blast. We play it with, family. We play it with friends. It's nice because it, plays, I think it says 4 to 6 on the box.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a nice range. Anything more than that would go way too long, and anything less than that, you wouldn't have enough interaction. So, for a party game with family and friends, this is really fun.
Yeah, speaking of going too long, I do think the 3 minutes can be kind of long when people are drawing. It does say in the rules that you're supposed to like ask the customer questions to try and draw a better picture, but for some reason, the people we played with, we just never did that. So I just shaved a minute off of it when I played, and it was fine because most people were done drawing by that time anyway.
Yeah, and I will also say that this is not a game that I want to play 2 times in a row. After you've played it once, you had a great time, there was lots of laughs. For us at least, it's usually time to put it away.
Yeah.
Anything, if you go past that, you play it a second time, it would overstay its welcome, and I don't want it to.
Yeah.
I want people, including ourselves, to enjoy it. And if you kind of milk it too much, then it's okay. Can we be done with this one now? Whereas we can play it once, it's like, hey, that was fun.
And you end on that high note.
What else you got? So that is, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for staying tuned. Make sure to stay tuned to the very end for our Pounds and Inches update. Make sure to also subscribe to us so you can see our reviews as they come out. You can do that on YouTube under Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. You can also follow us on Facebook under Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. And if you want to see pictures of the games we're currently playing, make sure to follow us on Instagram under Ryan and Bethany. And you also chat with us on Twitter under Ryan and Bethany 1.
All right, well, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around for our Pounds and Inches segment. Alright, so just like how in tattoo stores you are trying to sell your idea for your tattoo, one of the things that I've been getting, it seems like bombarded with lately, is everyone, selling me or pitching me their idea of, diets and diet products.
Including his wife.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I don't do that.
Yeah, it's just like everyone has, you should do vegan. Oh, you should do keto. I was like, well, those things are kind of opposites. And both of you had success with it, and that doesn't mean that it's what works for everybody. Oh, you should count calories. Oh, you shouldn't count calories. Basically, every time I try something, I get negative reports, and sometimes positive reports too, of why this should or shouldn't work. And it's exhausting, it's like... Yeah. I wish there were one magical way to attack weight loss and health, but there isn't. So I'm just kind of floundering in this sea of diet choices, and then on top of that, you have the people who are pitching their products. Oh,
that is so much worse.
Yeah, people who are genuinely like, this worked. It was a lot of success for me. That's great. Yeah, and I'm definitely I'll appreciate that and listen more. But if you're like, you should buy this brand of this thing that I'm selling right now, I'm probably going to tune you out. That's one of the struggles I'm going through is how to navigate these waters. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm counting calories. And I know that's not the only way or the perfect way, but it is helping me to trim down my portion control. I have seen some results, at least, for the first couple weeks that I was doing it. It slowed down a little bit. But, I need to start somewhere or restart somewhere. All right, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around. And that's not to say I don't love suggestions and tips. I'm not saying that. I'm saying...
Don't sell me your products.
Don't sell me your products. All right, everybody. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.